Okay, just a quick one. So I haven't really been focusing on the boost or dash or blink function. I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be called. I had an idea of maybe having like kind of a slingshot effect where you kind of like pull back and then you zip forward kind of thing, which I think would be kind of cool. But I'll run it past Switch and see what she thinks. So what I have done is I've added an air brake, which doesn't make any fucking sense in space. But I needed a means to basically stop the ship, so that you can turn a little bit better. Let's just change that to default 0. Take that to that. Sorry, I'm just mumbling to myself here. Okay, so yeah, so I added a air brake. And it doesn't make any sense in space, but bear with me. So what I've done here, and this is really simple, and I didn't actually follow a tutorial for this. I'm quite pleased with myself. I think C# is slowly sinking into my brain. I'm starting to understand how it works. So I've got a private ball here, air brake. The reason why it's private is so it doesn't show up in Unity, like here. Oh, sorry, because I made a change. I mean, I want to be able to amend the fuel and the rotation speed and the max velocity, but yeah, so those ones are public, but I keep these ones private because, I mean, I could put them public. You'll just see like a little black box that ticks on and off when they're in use, which I suppose can be quite handy. So I added a air brake. I added air brake into the start method. Air brake set to true. And because in the ball, its default is set to false. This is my logic. It works. And so what I did is I added in the update method for the air brake. I just added like left shift. So I press the left shift button, and what it will do is it changes the rigid body dot velocity to a new vector 2 to 0 by 0 or 0 0. So that's like x and y to 0 0. So what it does is it freezes it in place. I kind of copied this a little bit. It took a little bit of experimenting, but I got it there in the end. And then I also added the actual functionality of the slider or the fuel bar. And I thought I'd just put it like this. I don't know why. It looks a bit weird, I suppose, having it on the side of the screen. But then it empties, and it's not 100% because when it gets to the bottom, it looks a bit weird. I mean, honestly, I would probably make I would actually have custom PNGs, like art for this, and then just control the slider. So I'd have like a kind of a bit of a surrounding outside bit, and then like a frame, and then it will just basically cover up any kind of imperfections. So anyway, let's do this. So I've got this air brake, and I'm quite pleased with this. I mean, obviously my controls are a little bit shit because I'm using WASD, but then I've also got left shift, and that's the brake. So I can move forward, and as you can see there, and then see, and it looks like I've paused, but actually I've just frozen in space. And as you can see there, here, you might see it because it's a little bit out of focus. I've got 72 fuel. That's around about a quarter less, or nearly 20. Yeah, isn't it? That's around about quarter roundabouts. So yeah, this bit works, and then I can keep going, and then I'm at 50, nearly 50, and then I think it just makes maneuvering, and I know, yeah, this could probably be done better, but then I can actually also demonstrate, like once I've run out of fuel, the momentum will still carry me. Right, and I spin around, I can rotate if I want. If I press left shift, which is the air brake, and you can probably hear me tapping, I've got no fuel, I can't move. I can still spin, I can't move because I've got no fuel. And it works. It pretty much works. I'm going to add a dash function. I got rid of the function I had in there before, and the trail emitter thing, the trail renderer, I removed that. but I may end up adding that back in at some point. I just need to have a little bit of a think of how I'm going to do the little variable speed boost things. And I think maybe max velocity isn't even, I don't even think that is a velocity. I think that's literally just speed in general. Just like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Because I seem to be going fast anyway, and the max velocity is set to 1. So, fuck knows, I ain't got a clue. So, yeah,